What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of the Reform Felon podcast. I'm your host, Art Hughes, and I'm on a mission to help 10 people that are straddling the fence, 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the streets, help them cross over where the grass is much greener. With this show, we're planning on having these conversations about what it takes to get out of the streets, what type of mentality it takes, what is necessary steps that need to be had in order to make it out and stay out. I'm a reformed felon myself. I've started hustling and selling dope at the age of 13, smoking weed right before I went to eighth grade. And once I started down that path, life spiraled out of control and went downhill. And it took me 14 years out of the 17 years that I was in the streets to finally make it out and stay out. So the conversations that we're going to be having and the community that we're building is to have these conversations for those people that are stuck, don't know what to do, don't know how to make it, don't have any type of idea how they're going to get out and how they're going to get to a level of where they don't have to go back. I've seen time and time again where people come home from the penitentiary and they start working a job, then the job isn't enough to take care of their family, so they get right back to what they went to jail for, which is a recipe for disaster. So the goal is to help people get to a level of where they don't have to jeopardize their freedom to feed their family. And then there's ways that you can do it, even with criminal records. It's just all about putting the time in, putting the work in, and the sacrifice, and to really want to level up. You really can. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I will be bringing on some of my friends that have done it, have achieved a level of the success, that's been out of the streets for years, and they're never going back. So that's the goal, is to build this community and be able to have these type of conversations, because these are the conversations that I needed when I was in the streets and was a teenager and in my young 20s. I needed to have those conversations because I always wanted to get out, but us in the inner city, you become a product of that environment. So my goal is to be able to help people become a product of a different environment, where the environment breeds success. The environment is positive. The environment is speaking life into each other. The environment is empowering. So these are the type of things that we're going to be doing here in the near future. So this is the very first episode, and we'll be back with some of my friends and having these conversations. So like, subscribe, share this with your nephews or somebody that you want to see make it out. And we'll see you next time.